Hi, Bill Jones from Turntastic Wood Designs, coming to you today from a very messy shop. And I'm working on some things to organize that. And one of the things is this cabinet. Now, it was very much inspired by some things I saw Frank Howarth do recently. Very tall cabinet with lots of drawers. I'm going to be making another one, and I'll show a video of how I do that sometime in the future. But right now, my immediate need, this thing has 13 drawers, so I need drawer pulls for every one of them. So I can open the drawers, obviously. And if I go to the store and buy 13 drawer pulls, even if I buy simple ones, that gets expensive in a little bit. So what I'm going to do is make some drawer pulls today out of an old 2x4. And I'm going to show you how I do that next. The first thing I do is trim the rounded edges off the 2x4. I take what's left of the trimmed up 2x4 and split it right down the middle, giving me a couple of pieces that are roughly 1.5 inches square. I set my saw blade to 10 degrees. There's no particular reason for that number. I just like the way it looks, and cut one edge of the stock. I set my blade back to 90 degrees. Then I set my blade height to 3/4 inch. I set my fence to where the far side of the blade is 3/4 inch from the fence. Then I cut out a 3/4 by 3/4 notch out of the stock. I head over to the router table where I have installed a 1/2 inch roundover bit. And I round over all the edges where your fingers are going to touch, but not the edge that's going to go up against the drawer. Next, I take my stock over to the chop saw, where I cut pieces 5 inches long, 22.5 degree angle on each end. Again, those measurements and angles are purely arbitrary, just what I like. There's my 13 drawer pulls before being sanded. After a good sanding, I made a couple of jigs for mounting the handles. One with holes for where I will drill holes in the drawer fronts, and one for where to mount the handle. Well, there you have it. A pretty simple way to make some drawer pulls out of just a piece of 2x4. And you usually have one of the, or I usually have one of those lying around in the shop. So that was low cost. I didn't have to spend a pile of money. And they work really great. It's a whole lot easier to open the drawers now that they have pulls. And I'm pretty happy with it. I think they look pretty decent. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the area below. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, as that really helps me out. And as always, thanks for watching.